Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, I am going to demo a new command that I've just added to my um, toolbox module. Right? This command, what it would do is it allows you to simply export a managed disk into a um, into a regular storage account. As always, with all my commands, if you do a get help and the command, it will give you information. In this case, the command is going to be export Azure RM disk to storage account, right? So if you do get help on that, it will give you a breakdown of what is needed to run this command, and I give you also, if you do a full, you get an example. I am going to go ahead and get started. And there are two scenarios. I'm going to actually do show two scenarios. Actually, to run this command, first you must make sure you are logged in as always. So I'll do a get Azure RM context to confirm that I am actually logged in and I'm on the right storage subscription, which I am. All right, so the next thing I am going to do is actually run the command in one of the first scenarios. So export. This first scenarios is if you want to export a disk from your own. You have a managed disk inside of your subscription and you want to export it to a storage account inside of your subscription. This will be the scenario where you use this. All right. Storage account name. You provide the storage account that you want to export to. I've already highlighted everything here, so I don't have to jump back and forth in the portal. But this is the storage account I want to send it to. Next, the resource group for the storage account because you have to specify. And then the disk name. If I jump into my portal quickly, I have that all queued up. This will be the disk that I want to export. So I'll copy this out. And that disk is in the resource group called storage demo, right? And that should be all I need. If I hit enter, what would happen is this command will go into my storage, into my subscription since I'm already logged in, and it will create a SAS token for this managed disk, and then it would export this managed disk into the storage account I specified in here. While that is running, it will take a few minutes, but while that is running, I could go ahead and actually pull up my back into my portal. I will navigate into the storage account we sent it into. This was the storage account we specified. And I will go into the blob section. Under the blob section, if I go to backup, this is the export. And if I come back here, this should be done now. Something we missed, it will let me know that it's exporting the managed disk, whatever the name of the managed disk is, to this VHD in this storage account. So give me a brief down before it starts the copy. I did minimize the disk size to 5 gigabytes so we don't have to waste time on the copy. But this is one scenario where I'm copying it from a managed disk inside of my subscription to a storage account inside of my subscription. Now, one of the problems we also face, or you face normally while this script was actually created, is somebody goes into want to export their managers into a storage account. They go into the managers section and they do an export, and you have the SAS token in one. And what do I do with this now, right? This is one of the reasons why I actually created this script initially, and I've included it in my model module so you can actually use it this way. So for example, let's say somebody gives me a SAS token for something that is not even in my subscription. I want to get it into a storage account in my subscription. What I'll do here first is I'll copy out the SAS token. and I'll do $SAS URI. Then I'll paste that SAS token in there. Basically putting the SAS token in a variable. Then I'll use the same command, but in this time, rather than specifying, I will need to specify a disk name, even though I don't know what the disk name for the SAS token is, but I need to specify what I think or what I thought the disk name was. That would help me to identify it better. So in this case, I'm going to put MD export demo here as a disk name. Then instead of selecting the resource group this time, because it's not in my resource group, I'm going to select manage this SAS URI, right? Then I'm going to say do $SAS URI, which is we'll get the value up here, and then I'll hit enter. What that's going to do is I see that's a little bit faster, right? That's gonna pull from that SAS token, and it's gonna generate a VHD name, and then it's gonna put it in this storage account, just like that. And if you come back in here and refresh, there'll be a new VHD in here. Exactly. So I just copied a VHD from. It could have been from another subscription, another region. All I had was the SAS token. I just copied that into my storage account here, or exported it from manages into a VHD into my uh, storage account. Things to keep in mind when you're using this command. Like I mentioned, I did not know where the region is. So if you are using a SAS token copy in a region, whosoever has that managed this might incur some egress charges, right? Since the data is coming out of one data center. That is if I'm doing it cross region, right? Because I don't know what region it was in. So just keep that in mind. But the steps should work the same. This is very useful. I've used it multiple times, and it's very useful um, so that you don't have to think about, okay, I have this SAS token. What do I do with it now? Now I have to go create another PowerShell command. I have to put this here, put this there. This one you just specify where you want it to go and what the token you have, and bam, that's it. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. You have a good day.